What's going on, guys? So check this out. You guys are about to see Ghost 3. I finally picked up the rig. I waited to the last minute to do this recording for a lot of different reasons. So let's take a look at Ghost 3 right now. I teased this on my live stream already, and some of you went into my Instagram and actually looked. I did say that I posted a picture back on November 25th, 2019, a Jeep Wrangler with a rooftop tent on it, and I had the caption as Ghost 3 question mark exclamation point. At the time it was a sort of a joke, but I knew eventually I was going to get to that point. I knew I wanted a truck to have a rooftop tent on it, and I ended up going with the Jeep Gladiator. So I'm gonna step inside now to kind of just talk to you guys while I'm in here, and I'll also give you a little idea, an overview of like what my plans are with this. This thing is brand spanking new. Picked it up with 15 miles on it. The two cars that I was between was a Toyota Tacoma and a Jeep Gladiator. I originally, when I actually decided to sell the van, I knew I was going to get a truck. I was sold on Toyota Tacoma. I was all in on Toyota Tacoma. Somebody mentioned to me, actually a few people mentioned to me, check out the Jeep Gladiator. I was like, I don't know, I'm not really feeling it. Again, I'm gonna go into a reason on why I wanted to pick up, but I wasn't feeling the Gladiator. I love Wrangler, but I wasn't feeling the Gladiator. I looked into it a little bit more, and I was like, you know what? I will go out and test drive a Gladiator and a Tacoma on the same day. The footage I'm gonna show you is actually footage from a while back, probably like 6 weeks ago, maybe even longer than that. It might have been 2 months ago, when Dan was here, and it was like right before he left. Dan and I went and did two test drives, Tacoma and a Jeep Gladiator. And again, I was sold on the Tacoma until I test drove the two vehicles. This is weird. This is weird having, because we're not used to it in vans.
Yeah, the whole blind spot factor is not an equation for someone going from a van. Mm-hmm. But how does it kind of feel? Does it feel like
it feels good? Does
that column feel like it's a blind spot? But again, you're used to a van. So
I'm so used to a van and blind spots. Like I rely so much on my mirrors in my van. So what is weird is the hood.
Give it some more light.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, the hood is like straight eye level. Right.
We're so used to being perched up and looking down. Because we sit higher in vans, our hoods are lower than us. Especially like in a ProMaster, but I have the Sprinter now. It's super weird. So obviously, I like the truck though. Maybe do some brake stands, you know.
Yeah.
She handles like a truck, you know.
Does it feel softer or harder than the van?
It feels harder than the van, but I'm so used to my Sprinter. It feels like I'm driving an airplane. Going over some speed bumps. That was unintentional that I found speed bump road.
Here's a good one to hit.
I mean, it honestly, I've actually driven a 2017. My brother had one. It's one of the reasons why I fell in love with Tacomas. What I do like about this, I think the technology is better in the Jeep than it is in a Tacoma. Oh, I can take it one at a time?
Yeah, so you can easily manage it. And easily storage too.
I see. Let's take it for a ride. What do you think, buddy?
Yeah.
This is the problem. I knew I was gonna like this. This was the problem. I like how everything is here instead of up here, which that's for obvious reasons, because this is removable. Yeah. This is nice. I was gonna say it sits up like our vans do.
Yeah.
And I think the Tacoma's sat down. You know, this is more up higher. This is more of a truck. Yeah. I feel like. I am driving somebody else's car right now.
Yeah.
It's already bought. It's still relatively quiet for being a Jeep.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing 35 now. Being a hardtop, I think it'd be pretty quiet.
I want the hardtop.
Yeah, yeah.
I like how this drives. It's like super smooth. Not that the Tacoma was not smooth.
Big design. Decent pickup, Phil. It's no sports car.
Not bad, it's a Jeep.
Right.
Drives like a Jeep. It's a Jeep.
Felt like it hugged that pretty good, and you took it
I took it fast intentionally.
I know.
The nice thing about Jeep is they recognized me from YouTube. So maybe I get a deal.
They set them up pretty good.
What really sucks is in the Pacific Northwest, all Jeeps are are hated. In the Seattle area, the Washington area, and the especially the Portland area, Jeeps are very not liked. Both have their cult followings, so I didn't think there was going to be a wrong choice. This is very like near and dear to my heart because I've actually wanted a Jeep ever since I was like 15. I could have went out and bought one years ago. I've wanted a Jeep Wrangler my entire life. I guess full circle, I've got one now. You guys are probably wondering on why I went with the pickup truck or the Gladiator for that matter. I'm going to get a rooftop tent. Actually, I've already ordered a rooftop tent. I really can't wait to get this into a full overland vehicle. I wanted something that was an overland vehicle as well as a daily driver. Now, you're probably asking yourself, you can do that in a van. I can't, but I wanted something more. A 4x4 van, yeah, probably as much as a Jeep, sure. There are certain things that I can't do in vans. I can have passengers in here. I can have friends. I can take this into the city. Can I do without all the vans with the exception of the passengers? Yes. Can I add seats for passengers? Yes. But I wanted a daily driver, pickup truck for work, and that kind of stuff. But I also wanted an adventure vehicle, an overland vehicle. So that's why I went with a Jeep Gladiator. And I'm gonna get the rooftop tent, or I already did. I already bought it. I teamed up with a company, so I did pay for it. Although I am going to be a brand ambassador for them. I guess I could have picked any company to do that with, but I went with this company for many reasons, and you guys will see more of the company as I install it and I actually use it. But the company's called Desert Armor. I am going to check with them to make sure that I can actually put the discount codes in the description below if anybody's interested in a Desert Armor rooftop tent or any of their accessories. I believe I get 10%, or any of my viewers get 10% off of any of their accessories. And then they also get $100 off on their tents, I think right now. I think. I'll have to check in all that. But anyways, you guys can check the links below. Unbelievable tents. Why did I go with them over other companies? I will go into that into other videos, but really what sold me was that it's a family owned company. Oh, and they are one of two companies that I know of that fit perfectly over a 5-foot bed of a truck. So I wanted the shorter bed. I didn't want something big. I was gonna either get the Toyota Tacoma short bed or the Gladiator, which are both a little over 5 feet in length. Rooftop tent fits perfectly over that. I'm gonna put a rack that's elevated above the bed. Already bought the rack, already bought the tent. Next on my to-do list is I'm getting it Linexed. And the entire bed is gonna be Linexed. And then I'm gonna go rims and tires. And then I'm gonna build out the back area, mostly out of probably aluminum or 80/20 aluminum. It's going to be a modular system that is going to be able to take in and out of the truck bed. I'm gonna have a full-on kitchen setup, power setup, all that good jazz, but it's going to, every piece is gonna be modular. So I can take it out and put it into my apartment or put it in my shop. And then when I wanna go on an adventure, I can just simply put it in, and I'm gonna have probably a quick release or a bolt-in system. Now, I know I just gave you a whole bunch of information. The great thing about doing this after I've done 2 van builds is that it's taught me to take my time. So I'm going to slow down and I'm gonna take my time with this. I want to enjoy the process. This is all going to be me. If I hire anybody, it's going to be a welder to weld 1-inch tube aluminum. If I do that. I've already talked to Anthony, which is Mark's fabricator, Mark's welder at Nomadic Customs. I've already talked to him. We are gonna do a custom water tank for this. We're gonna do a couple different things. It's going to be ridiculous because that's what I do. I make ridiculous things. The design aspect and that, you guys will see all of that transpire. It's going to be a lot of ideas that you could probably take into van life, but it's going to be also overland. I am gonna take a trip in this week. Actually, I'm going to, I think, Bend. I'm not going to be camping in it. I'm just going to take a trip in it to kind of get a feel for the things that I want, and I'm going to go visit my buddy Dave. Am I getting out of van life? No, I'm not getting out of van life. As some of you may know, I have aspirations to do another van. Whether I build to sell or I build to rent or I build to live in will be another decision down the road. But I do have ideas and thoughts that I want to do another van. I'm getting a shop in the next couple of weeks. I'll be moving into that shop. It'll be a wood shop, and I'm going to be doing a lot more one-on-one coaching and one-on-one helping for building a van DIY style. Or if you need assistance like finding a right builder or working with a builder, I'm also going to be offering that as well. So am I leaving VanLife? Absolutely not. I'm going to be way more involved in it. I've already planned a couple videos with Mark, and I've planned some videos with a couple other people, companies and van tours. So the vans are not stopping. I'm not like, the page is going to be the same, guys. I keep on trying to convey that to everybody. Seriously, I'm excited for this. My plans for the Overland vehicle, the Jeep, is to build it all out, go on an adventure, take it on weekend trips, week trip, or a month trip, get into a real passion of mine, which is photography, just kind of do that. But also go to cities like Salt Lake, Bozeman, Montana, Boise, Idaho, places around here that I can go and adventure into, and I can go into those cities particularly and actually do some stand-up comedy, which is really what my next stage of my life that I want to get into. I can go into Salt Lake, for example. They have a great comedy club called Wise Guys there. Do some sets at Wise Guys and then go out. There's so much to do around the city of Salt Lake, camping-wise, adventure-wise. Yeah, could I have done that in VanLife? Yes, absolutely. But I wanted to set up a home base somewhere, and that's why I have the apartment now and I have a shop now, and now I have an Overland rig. So I knew I was going to do some part-time. This is my part-time rig, guys. This is right now. And then when I do the van, I'll do the van, and we'll see what happens there. I mean, if you guys are new to the page, just consider subscribing. You know, this is the end of the video now, but pretty much what I do is just, I live life to the fullest. I've been doing tours for quite a while of vans. I'm gonna start getting into also tiny homes as well as any type of overland rig. I am now settled in Portland, and I feel a lot more grounded and a lot better because I'm not sleeping on people's couches anymore. I just feel 1000% better having my own place now. I don't think I can really explain how much better I feel. With all that being said, I am getting back on the comedy stage. I'm gonna start doing way more tours. I gotta get back into exercising. I'm just gonna bring all that wonderful, beautiful content that I was bringing to you guys a few months back before all this crap started. I'm gonna get right back into it. I'm not skipping a beat now. So let's get into it. Let's finish the year strong. Let's get some really good tours out there. Honestly, that's one of my favorite things to do, is bring you guys tours. I'll see you guys next time. I got a video coming out with Mark soon, but I'm gonna see you guys next time. Let's do it. Let's get it done. Later.